whether you like it or not, it's coming our way. We've
Yeah.
got this 10 weather impact alert days, 2 of them.
Back to back,
Yeah.
yes. And I have to compliment you ladies on your attire for this evening.
Valentine's Day.
As well
Happy
as
Valentine's
you,
Day,
compliment
You.
everyone.
Yeah.
Two ladies in red this evening. Unfortunately, as we said at 4 o'clock, those pretty colors we see on the radar, they don't mean the same thing as we're seeing this evening. That means some trouble tomorrow morning. Before we even get to the rain and the 10 weather impact alerts, we're going to have some freezing rain and some snow tomorrow morning.
Yikes.
Not a major impact, but just kind of hurdle number 1 before we get through a pretty rough weekend. So we're going to walk you through that next 3 minutes. Take a look outside right now. Radar scan is dry across central Ohio, so your Valentine's Day evening plans should be just fine. It's not going to last. This first wave coming in. Now, it's not terribly long-lived. We're talking about a few hours stretch, but after dark, into the wee hours of the morning, we will see some of the snow, and by the time it gets to central Ohio, might actually be mixing with some freezing rain too. So just some slick travel. Again, we'll walk you through that coming up. Downtown right now, temperatures holding right around 30 degrees, feels like 22, still carrying that east breeze at about 10 miles an hour. The rest of the evening, very little temperature change. That's not going to be a problem. In fact, it might even help us because overnight, those temperatures starting off around 30, getting up to around 32 or 33 degrees. It only takes 1 degree to get above freezing, and that's important. Changing that winter mix about 4 o'clock in the morning over to cold rain by 6 o'clock. Temperatures continue to moderate during the day tomorrow, but then we're watching for the heavy rain to come back in. And by the tomorrow evening and tomorrow night, it will be all rain. 7 p.m. until 7 a.m. Saturday to Sunday. That's when we got back-to-back 10 weather impact alert days. Flooding possible with 1 up to 3 inches of rain on frozen ground is going to complicate things. That mainly coming tomorrow night, tapering off on Sunday morning. Be careful out there. You probably have heard us say it before, but just a quick advice to you and your family and friends. Turn around, don't drown, especially because most of this is coming down overnight when it's dark out there, so an extra level of caution. Now, tonight and tomorrow morning, wave number 1, there's that light snow working in. An operative word there is light, little if any accumulation, 4 o'clock till about 6 a.m. By the time we get to 6, though, we're seeing a little more pink working back in. Lincoln County, Fairfield County, Delaware County could see all 3 precipitation types within an hour. A little bit of snow, a little bit of freezing rain, a little bit of rain. But between 6 and 8, the milder temperatures, mid-30s, move in for just about everybody, changing it to all plain cold rain. And during the day tomorrow, that temperature climb continues. That is some good news, 33, 38, and 42. So just about everybody 8 to 10 degrees above freezing when that next wave of rain comes back in. 8 to about noon, we'll see the first area moving out, a little bit of a break around mid-afternoon. So your mid-afternoon plans actually won't be that bad. Cloudy, breezy, but dry. That doesn't last. Right after sunset, watching that next wave of rain coming back in, we get a solid nearly 12 hours of moderate to heavy rain, especially to the south. See that yellow, that deeper green? That's some moderate rain showers. By the time we get to Sunday morning and the heavy rain begins to taper off, that's exactly the same time that cold air comes in. Rain, freezing rain, back to snow. Sunday forecast is looking pretty brutal in terms of the wind and the cold and that chance for some snow. 10 weather impact back-to-back days starting tomorrow evening into Sunday morning. Sunday morning rainfall is still looking pretty ominous. Look at the numbers here. This is the total. What we get tonight, tomorrow morning, afternoon through Sunday and Saturday and then through Sunday morning, about a ½ inch. The lower end to the north, Bucyrus, Marion, 3/4 of an inch. Delaware around an inch, Lancaster an inch and a half. And then we get nearly 2 inches plus. Greatest threat where we see that heavy rain will also be where those flood watches are in effect through Sunday evening and into Sunday night. By the time that system passes by and takes the snow with it, Monday high of 20. Tuesday starts off at 8 degrees, so an Arctic blast coming in. It'll last most of that week. We'll also be tracking some light snow Wednesday and Thursday. Little if any accumulation there, but that cold air is settling in for the next 5 days.